Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here from GuitarJams.com. I had this little epiphany, and I'm gonna share it with you, and I think it'll really help you. It would have really helped me if I had done this, and I didn't when I was learning how to solo, specifically like the pentatonic scale, for instance. Guys want to be able to play up and down the whole neck, so we memorize these 5 shapes. And, it takes a while because it kind of just sound like you're working through shapes, and it just takes this journey to get it to flow and to get, to turn it into music. And, you see these guys going up and down the neck, and I remember thinking, wow, I'll never be able to do that. And eventually I was able to do it. But the thing that I want to emphasize with you guys, and we'll zoom in and I'll show it to you, is instead of just memorizing the 5 shapes of the pentatonic, which you should do, I think the first thing that will help you even more, to be able to play up and down the whole neck and get playing music as fast as possible, which is the goal, is to actually just know your roots up and down the neck. So if I'm playing like A minor pentatonic, instead of right away focusing on my 5 shapes of the A minor pentatonic, I want to know every zone of the guitar where my A notes are. And that's just like a reference point. It doesn't mean like you got to be able to, root, and then root here and then root there. It's more about kind of visualizing where all the harmony notes revolve around that root point. If you're confused, don't worry about it. This isn't too hard of a concept, even though maybe I'm making it more complicated with my talking here. I'm much better when we zoom in. But the basic point is any key you're in, even if you only knew one position of a scale, start seeing where those root notes are up and down the whole neck. And I'll give you some examples and all that. Also, if you just want to keep getting into guitar playing, you can try Guitar Jams for free for 3 days, and that link down there. But let's zoom in, and I'm going to pick the A minor pentatonic right now because most people start with that scale because it's right in the middle of the guitar. So anyway, let's zoom in, and I hope it helps you. Here we go. All right, so I'm going to start with the A minor pentatonic scale, and we plug in the root usually to find it. Oh, A minor pentatonic, my A note's right there. I've seen lots of students when I've taught guitar who are working on the different shapes of the pentatonic, but yet they don't even know which note's the root in the positions, and they're just memorizing these geometric shapes. I am going to do the opposite today, and you can do it, do as many things as you can from as many different approaches as you can. Okay, so if I'm in this main position, where are my other roots? I plug that in, but where are the other A notes? Hopefully you know this already, but if not, that's okay. We all started somewhere. The other one is right here. That's our other root note. So it's the 5th on the low E and then the 7th on the D. And just, this is simple, but the pentatonic means pent means 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the only notes of the pentatonic, and then the root again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So it's right there. And then the other one's just the same. Anything on the low E is the same on the high E, so you got the 5th on the high E. So let's say I had, a lick, for example. Right? It's just resolving right to that root. Well, I should be able to find any other A note, even without memorizing any shapes or any scale patterns or looking at a piece of paper. If I've got a lick in my favorite zone here, I should be able to find another A anywhere on the guitar, and at least on my maybe 3rd or 4th try, be able to play the same lick in that other spot because of that root note. So watch, if I got an A note right there, well, I'm just going to find this A note right here. I know it's A because I've been playing guitar a long time, but it's the 14th fret of the G string. That's the same note. Different thickness on the string, so you get some different tone out of it, but it's the same note. So if I was playing this lick right here, I should be able to theoretically go. Let me find another root. Okay. Then you can get even trickier and go, okay, I got an A root right there, so I could go. But how would I find that note somewhere else? See that? So there were no shapes memorized at all. Just music and a locator spot, which is the root, you know, of the key we're in. And I promise you, I wasn't able to do that until, you know, been playing a long time. I've learned all the shapes. I even learned like the mode shapes because I thought that would make me better. And there's like simple conceptual musical thoughts or, you know, musical concepts as opposed to just you know, a shape concept. Actually music internalizing and coming out. Okay, so let's look below our favorite pentatonic shape and just look for those roots. I'm going to help you find them, but this is good stuff for you to do. So we still have these. So even if my hand's in like a position below, I still got those same roots there. So it's still the 5th on the low E and 5th on the high E. Where can I find another A in there? No. There it is. So the 2nd fret of the G string in this position. That's what you got. That's the only other one in there. So yeah, then you could work on your shape there. But you see that even that lick, I still was. So if I were to, you know, plug in a shape, I can kind of like see where my root is, and then I can visualize the shape that corresponds with the root being right there on the G string. All right? So let's go up now. So we got one right there, we got one right there, we got one right there. So if I'm in the next position up, I'm only seeing one root that kind of connects to the next space up. And it's right there. It's that 7th fret on the D string. So without even knowing a position right here, without knowing a scale shape right here, I should still be able to find all my other A notes. You can just experiment till you get it. It's not something you need to like have memorized on your first go, but it's more about the concept. So I'll tell you, the other one's right here. The 10th fret on the B string. And that's it. That's all you get in this spot. And then the corresponding shape would be. So you see some of the positions of the pentatonic only have the root in 2 spots. This one here has 3 spots, and this one has 3 spots as well. Okay, let's go up. So I'd found this one, right, which is the 10th of the B. Well, now I'm going to put my index on the 10th of the B right there. Notice I still got that same lick there that I had every other spot I found A. Okay? There's only one other root in this kind of area. the next one up. And I'm showing you where it is. It's the 12th fret of the A string. The octave of the open string. And that's it for that position. And the shape that would go with it, by finding the root there or there, there's that root. Okay, so that root, now I'll put my index finger there, and we are at the final one. It's the 12th fret, the octave is right there, the 14th fret of the G, and that's it. And that A root, pentatonic, is usually the second one that I teach a student. You know, I teach him the E root, and I teach him the A root. And then I typically extend those as the next thing to learn, and then extend this one, and then fill in the gaps. But knowing your roots everywhere is huge, and I just wish I would have done that, spent more time doing that right off the bat when I was getting into soloing and the pentatonic and stuff. So once again, the key of A, you've got up here, just that, and then right here, getting out of tune here, just those two, and then up here, just those. Now you start to put it all together. Those are all A's there. Back at the first one again. Okay, so that's not the same as, you know, me teaching you a tasty lick, which you need. You need licks. You also do need those 5 shapes of the pentatonic. But this is a concept that will make music quicker. You'll be making music quicker if you do this. I guarantee it. All right, just a little concept lesson for you. You know, no fancy licks or anything, but basically know your roots of the key you're playing in. If you're playing the A minor pentatonic scale, know where all your A's are up and down. You can also quiz yourself, just pick a random note and see if you can find it everywhere on the neck, because it's really going to help when you want to flow up and down in soloing. And I should have done that before memorizing the 5 shapes. It would have helped me make music quicker. And that's why I'm telling you through the little camera right there. Anyway, we'll talk real soon, and have a good one. See you later.